All right, so starting a new one here. You can see the picture in the back over here of who I'm working on, and let's see if I can bust that one out. This stand is a little bit wonky here. Clip that down. Okay, let's get going. Hopefully I'm not going to be in the way. I think I am, though. See, that's the problem with that. If I do it over here, then maybe I won't be in the way. Let's try it like that. All right, so first I'm going to do is get this nice brush here, and I gotta decide how big I want this head. It should be pretty big inside the canvas, including the hair. Oh, flies and bees. God darn it. Go away. What do you want? Okay. So the hair, and then I get the neck, and then shoulders, arms coming up here. So just roughly got a weird shape here. Now, my technique is to decide. Stop! I gotta get a fly buzzer. Okay, decide how the forehead slants. So that's kind of how I do it first, and then this is really going down at an angle here. Are you with me? Okay. So get the forehead. Okay, hair. I'm not gonna mess with the hair, but it is this shape coming around here. Like that. So once I get the angle of the forehead, and then I kind of always have the same approach, I think, when I'm drawing. It's kind of the same approach. And it's gonna need more room in here. See, I'm calculating and measuring with the brush. She has a very angular face, so, and then the back comes out from there. And then we've got this nice square happening here. See, I'm looking at shapes. This shape square here, and then down. There. Now let's take a look, because you're not able to see my picture here. So let's take a look at the picture itself for a second. Okay. Now back to the drawing board. So once I decide that that's how much forehead she's going to get, I can kind of, add in some of those darks, but not too much. Just get a vague outline there, and then start to put some light colors in. And I'll use whatever I got, on the canvas here. Just I thinned it down with some paint thinner. Now, some people, like this guy, Jose Trujillo, who I think is a good painter. He's on YouTube. He uses the brush this way. And, it takes getting used to. Maybe it's good to work with, a couple different ways. See, if you use this way, then you're kind of, I don't know, to each his own, but I think this needs to be divided up a little bit better. Now we know that the nose is pretty close to this little patch here, and then that pretty much dips into nothing, which is down there. And then we got the chin. And then the mouth is going to be coming over to here. Some space between the nose. Cheek. Pull this down. Neck muscles going back like that. And then you got the skin tone down there. All right. So I've never actually met this person, but been chatting with her for about a year, maybe more now. And very nice. So I think this needs to be shifted over a little bit. It's funny, she's reminding me now of this girl that I just worked with, she was one of the crew with God, why aren't I? She was one of the crew with the bands. I hope I'm not in the way. Let's see. I'm going to pull that down just slightly. That is... Let's go back to the brown because this, I've got too much cheek here. Need to cut it off about here. And then pull it down. Pull it down quite long there. That's where the ear is. Hiding right there. I'm tempted to just color this in here. Sometimes helps to get this, to get your darks. And this is sort of this dink and then burp. No, I was going to say that she reminds me, of this roadie that was at the concert the other day for the band, the All American Rejects. Anyway, she was really nice. In fact, she said, I was just asking, is it easy to get a job with that kind of company, doing that kind of work? She said, yeah, it's pretty easy. So I took down, just for giggles and kicks, I took down the name of the company just to see, but I don't know if I would ever get into that. See, I have that habit of holding the brush that way. Yeah. All right. And this, I said, is what is that? The trapezoid? Are we still recording? Yes, we are. Okay, so now I'm going to get some... Now I'm starting to think about adding some color. Just a little bit. Gotta leave space for the eyes. And between the nose. Some space. Sometimes I'll just use some of this color to sort of show me where the hair is going to go. And then, okay, the cheek is here, so the ear is going to be roughly there, sort of hiding in the hair. So I'm really not expecting this video to keep going, but it is. Okay. Don't. I wonder if I can make that bigger. Oh yeah, I can. Cool. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit lighter brown. Creating the contours of the cheek. All right. See, it takes a lot of time to get the the placement of everything where you want it, and then actually this is a little bit too. It's this, and then there. Now I get tempted to do some background stuff, but I shouldn't. What I should do is start putting the eyebrows. All right, I'm going to do part 2 of this because I'm not sure if I'm blocking the camera or not. See you in part 2.